Hey guys, my name is Gabby, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be doing kind of a fun video that I've seen going around YouTube lately, and that is called reading people's assumptions about me. Basically how this works is I asked on my Instagram for people to make assumptions about me, and like they left them in my ask box thing on Instagram. I'm kind of nervous. I feel like I'm about to get roasted. But yeah, I just thought it'd be fun to do because like I've seen some of my favorite booktubers doing this recently and some of my favorite YouTube and ASMR channels and stuff like that doing this. So I just thought it would be fun to do this for me, and because I'm kind of curious to see what kind of assumptions that people have about me that may or may not be true. Let's just do it. I'm nervous, I'm not gonna lie. The very first one just says that you've always liked reading. And this is true. When I was a kid, I really enjoyed reading. I liked the Nancy Drew series growing up. I liked Series of Unfortunate Events and Goosebumps. I didn't become like obsessed with reading. Like it didn't become a huge part of my life until my adulthood. But like I was always a reader as a kid too. So that's true. The next one says you prefer more underrated authors / books to ones with a ton of hype. That's probably true. I don't know, I feel like some of my favorite authors, they were my favorite authors before they became more well known. Like for example, Taylor Jenkins Reid and Colleen Hoover and Christina Lauren. Like I loved them before they became as big as they are now. So I mean, I loved them when they were considered underrated, but like I don't know, it's not like I have a preference, I don't think. I guess I'm just more surprised when I love something that's underrated because it's not as hyped, and I'm like, why aren't people talking about this? So I mean, I guess so. I don't know. Next one says you like dark chocolate. No, I don't like dark chocolate. I hate dark chocolate. I'm sorry. I like milk chocolate. I have a sweet tooth, but not for dark chocolate, sorry. Next one says, even though you like both, you prefer romance over thrillers. I don't really think I have a preference of like romances or thrillers. Like I really do love both. I mean, you're probably right because like when I think about like most of my favorite books of all time, romances usually do come to mind before thrillers, at least for the most part. I guess I've never really thought about it, but like yeah, you're probably right. The next one just says you read really fast. There's another one that says you're a speed reader. Love your reviews. Oh, thank you. I don't know like what people consider like reading fast to be. Like I mean, like I've never actually like sat down and like timed myself when I'm reading, but like if I had to guess, I'd probably say I read anywhere from like somewhere between 70 to 100 pages in an hour, just depending on the kind of book and you know, that kind of thing. So I don't know if that's fast or not, but yeah. Alright, the next one says you have a hoodie in every color. I wish, dude. I think I only have hoodies in like black, navy blue, and like I think I have a white one. Oh, I have like a couple grays. But yeah, I think that's all. That is so funny though, because I would have a hoodie in every color. I freaking love my hoodies. Oh my gosh. Okay, the next one says you are at least 5'9" and low-key want to be taller. You guys think I'm tall? I'm 5'3". I'm a short human, okay? I have not grown an inch since like freshman year of high school. That is so nice though. I wish I was taller. Like I wish I was like a Taylor Swift 6 foot. The next one says you're attracted to brains over body. Yes, that is 100% true. I learned that about myself at a pretty young age because it was like when girls were obsessing over these guys who were complete airheads, but they were just like really hot. I was just like, don't understand at all. The next one says you love your sister more than anyone else in the world. That is absolutely true. I'm really close to my sister and she's my best friend and I do love her more than anyone in the world. The next one says you're a tomboy. What gave you that impression? Yeah, I'm definitely a tomboy. I've been a tomboy since I was a little kid. Like when I was a little kid, I really loved Pokemon. Not that Pokemon's like a, you know, boy thing, but like I've just always been a tomboy. Like I used to never wear nail polish actually growing up. Like I only recently got into wearing nail polish as an adult. So I was never really into like the girlier things like wearing nail polish and doing your makeup. I mean, clearly like I still don't really do my makeup. I only wear like eyeliner and mascara really. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely a tomboy, that's right. The next one says you deal easily with stress and pressure. That is only half true. because yes, I do deal well with stress and pressure now, I feel like, because like now I'm a manager of a restaurant, and like yeah, I deal with a lot of stress and pressure from managing a restaurant, and I feel like I do handle it well and I work well under stress now. But like, oh my god, as a teenager, dude, no. When I was 17, I got diagnosed with GERD, which is gastroesophageal reflux disease, which means I had really bad acid reflux due to stress at 17 years old. Like, what the fuck was I stressed about when I was 17? I don't even know. But I did not deal well with stress in high school. I was just really stressed, really like high anxiety, and I actually got like an illness because of it, so that fucking sucked. I mean, I do feel like I do handle stress and pressure now as an adult, even though I don't like it. But I wouldn't say I deal easily with it. It's definitely like something that's difficult for me to deal with. Oh my gosh, so the next two both say, you were very smart in high school and college, got super good grades all throughout school. This is kind of true, but also not kind of true, because in middle school, I got straight A's. I was like super like committed to getting straight A's because my dad used to like reward me with money. He'd be like, oh, you get $20 per A and all that, you know. So I was like a straight A student throughout middle school, and then in high school I just kind of started to like not give a shit anymore and just kind of drop the ball on everything. And I mean, like, my junior year of high school, I took AP English, physics, calculus, Spanish 3, and journalism, I think. So I was like overwhelmed with the amount of fucking classes that I had, and I failed Spanish 3. And I was never good at Spanish, by the way. I sucked at Spanish. High school was a struggle, and because of my anxiety. High school wasn't a good time for me, so my grades definitely slipped. The next one says, you don't care if you're in a relationship or not. Yeah, that couldn't be more true, actually. I've never really been a relationship person up until this point of my life. It's like, it's not like I'm against having a relationship, I just don't really want to invest the time or emotions in that, so I just don't. Oh, and the next one says, you're really fun to get along with and you seem like a great person. Love you, Gabby. Oh, freaking sweet. I don't know, I mean, I hope so. The next one says, you love dogs more than cats. Truth. Mostly because I've only ever had dogs growing up. I've never had cats, and because I'm severely allergic to cats, so that plays a huge part in it. But I have been growing more of a fondness for cats lately. I don't know, like when I was a kid, I always like hated cats, because like this cat attacked me once when I was like 4, and I've always like hated cats, and because I'm allergic to them, I just try to avoid them. But like now that I'm a little older, I'm starting to grow more of a fondness towards cats. I'm like, oh, but they're so cute. But I'm still allergic, so it's like, I still prefer dogs. So yeah. The next one says, you hate 500 plus page books. I don't hate 500 plus page books. I'm just very intimidated by them for obvious reasons. I'm afraid of commitment to a long book. The next one says, Stephen King never really interests you. I don't think that's true. I mean, I've read, I want to say like 3 or 4 of Stephen King's books, and I've never like absolutely loved any of them. So, I don't know, maybe that is a little true, even though that kind of makes me sad. Maybe I just haven't found the Stephen King book that's like my favorite yet, because, you know, he has so many books. Like, alright, the next one says, you like AC/DC more than One Direction. That is interesting. I feel like there's such different bands that it's like kind of hard to compare, you know, because AC/DC is such a rock band, you know, and One Direction's kind of more of like a pop band, you know. But I don't know if that's true, because like I honestly couldn't stand One Direction when they first came out. I really didn't like their first album, but then like the last 2 albums that they made as a band, I loved some of those songs. Like freaking, what was that song called? This song, Fireproof. I love this song. No Control. Oh, fuck. I don't know if that's true or not, actually. I really liked AC/DC more when I was like growing up, obviously, because, you know, my dad was always into the like rock music, and I just listened to it all the time because my parents always had it on. But like, I don't know if I like AC/DC more than One Direction. Like, I know it's such a basic thing to like One Direction. Their last 2 albums were actually really good. So I don't know. I don't think that's true. I think I do like One Direction. I don't know. These assumptions are difficult for me to analyze. I don't know myself that well. Next one says vests are better than sweaters. No. Clearly I'm a sweater person. I have a million sweaters. I own 0 vests. The next one says that you read all day, every day, or read incredibly fast. I don't read all day, every day. I work too much. I work so much. I try to read every day. Lately, I've been trying to read every day, and it's been really great, but I don't read every single day. It just doesn't happen. The next one says you didn't vote for Trump. Damn straight I didn't vote for Trump. That's a good assumption, at least. The next one says you want to move back to California. That's actually not true. I don't want to move back to California. As shocking as that may sound, there are some things that I miss about California, and there are some things that I do not miss about California, and I actually really love it here in Washington. Like, I really love it, and I don't see myself moving away from here. I don't miss the traffic. I don't miss the heat. I don't miss the overpopulation. Like, everywhere you go, there's, like, people, and I don't miss the, like, superficialness of California, you know? And I don't miss, just, like, the claustrophobicness, because, you know, now that I'm in Washington, there's just so much space, you know? And there's, like, really kind people here, and it's like I just don't see myself moving back to California. And I'm definitely the kind of person who appreciates like the rain and the cold weather. I hate the heat. Oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. I don't think I'm ever gonna move back to California. The next one says you love school. I do love school. Okay, let me take that back. I don't love school. I love learning. I love like English classes and like creative writing classes and things that I'm like interested in learning. I like love learning, and I love going to school to learn things that I want to know. The next one says you hate when people fold the corner of a page instead of using a bookmark. I actually don't care about that. I mean, I know some readers are like so anal about people like flipping their pages, but like I dog-ear pages all the time when I'm like saving not like as a bookmark. I've never used it to like save a spot in a book before, because I only dog-ear pages on stuff that I want to remember. Like I basically dog-ear pages sometimes instead of using tabs, but like I'm not one of those people that's like crazy anal about something happening in their books. Like I don't care. The next one says you have a lot of friends because you are such a badass and everyone wants to hang out with you. I don't think that's true. I have never been the kind of person to have a lot of friends up until very recently in my life. Growing up, I always had like one best friend throughout like most of my life, and then there was a point in my life at like senior year of high school where I had a really solid like group of friends. But other than that, I've never had like a lot of friends. Like I do now only because of my job and my like situation and all that, and I have a lot of friends now, which I'm really thankful for. But like previously in my life, I've never been the kind of person to have a lot of friends. I've always just kind of been very like independent and kind of a loner and keeps to myself. Like I don't know. I'm too awkward. The next one says you are not 100% heterosexual. That's probably true. The next one says, you love your family a lot. That is very true. I love my family. They come before anyone else to me. The next one says, you have to be at the end of a chapter before stopping for the night. Yes. Can anybody not do that? That's the real question, because that is insane. Like, if you stop reading in the middle of, like, a paragraph, like, how do you even, like, how do you know where you left off? Yeah, I will, like, I will purposely be like, I'm so freaking tired, but I have to get to the end of this chapter so I can end in between chapters, because I can't. Oh my god, the next one says, your emo phase never truly ended. Just getting roasted over here. What is it, is it the black nail polish and the eyeliner that makes you think that? Probably. I don't know. I don't think I ever actually went through an emo phase like a lot of people do, you know? Like, I never, like, dyed my hair black or only listened to sad music. I don't know. I don't think I ever actually went through an emo phase, but, like, maybe you're right. Maybe I've always been in an emo phase and I just never knew. Oh my gosh, my mom put in here, "You're amazing." Like, thanks mom, might be a little biased. Oh my gosh, the next one says, "You got 1300 on your SATs." Dude, no, I sucked at my SATs. I got a fucking shitty score, and you know why? It's because they were early in the morning, and I was tired, and my brain doesn't function in the morning, and I was just like so past the point of giving a fuck when I took my SATs because I knew that I wanted to go to a community college, so I just didn't really care anymore what I got on my SATs. So no, I got a very terrible score on my SATs. I don't even remember. Next one says, "You hardly get any sleep because you are always working /TV/reading." Yeah, that's true. I try, I try to be falling asleep every night by like 1 in the morning, or it's usually a little later than that. And then I wake up usually every day around 9. So like I do try to get like at least 8-ish hours of sleep every night. But yeah, it's rough. I used to have insomnia really bad. It's not so bad anymore because of ASMR. The next one says, "You're always super nice to customer service staff. You're a very kind person in general." Oh, that's nice. I don't know. I try to be kind and fair to everyone that works with me because I know how shitty it is sometimes to work in customer service, and I really do appreciate my crew. They're like the best, We do have this like running joke though at work for some reason that they're like, "Gabby's gonna kick our ass if we fuck up," and it's like, it's so funny because they know that that's like the farthest thing from the truth, so that's why they joke about it so much. Because I'm not a violent person at all, but it's just something we like joke about and it's kind of funny. Those were all of the assumptions made about me. It's funny how like spot on you guys were with a lot of that. That's like so hilarious. I think the one that like cracked me up the most was the fact that somebody thought I was 5'9". I don't know why that makes me so happy. Yes, I appear tall even though I'm short. Isn't that the thing with YouTube? It's like you never really know because like you only see like this part of me, so like I could be 6 foot, like you don't know. Well, this was a super fun time, so thank you for listening to me ramble about assumptions about me. It's so interesting to see what people think about you, and it's bizarre. Oh, I guess, are you surprised by anything that you learned in this video, or are you like, "Nope, always thought that about you"? I feel like I am an open book. I don't know. I feel like I'm also incredibly boring. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye.